back to another message, another spiritual message. Today we're making a very special one. It's a what to expect in the next 48 hours. And we're going to tap into what Spirit wants to tell you about your next 48 hours, what will happen, what to expect for you finding this video right now. So let's get straight into it. Spirit, what is my collective that is watching this video? Whenever they're watching this video, whether I've just posted it or they just randomly found it, what do they expect? What are they supposed to expect in the next 48 hours? What codes of love, abundance can we provide for them? Okay, we have the Strength, the Three of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's a lot. Let's get into all of that. We have the Strength and the Wheel of Fortune. With this, I see that in the next 48 hours, you are about to become recognized in some sort of friend group that you have. You're about to become somebody who is a reference, somebody who is very much seen as the strong person, somebody who people want to celebrate, to be friends with, to be around, to be, to just celebrate with. Like, people will start inviting you out to go grab a drink, to talk, to chat, to go for a coffee, texting you, messaging on your phone, all of that. And I see that this has to do with a bigger cycle that has been going on in your life. You may have been in a point where you have been pretty much, I wouldn't say antisocial, but like having no friends, having nobody there for you, nobody around that understands you, nobody that actually values what you have to offer and all of your different quirks and talents. You may have felt like you're different, like people consider you to be somebody who is very weak, somebody who is always people-pleasing, who is always trying to, just fit in, but they're never really, themselves. Now you're coming to a point where you have transitioned out of that, and you're transitioning out of that, and you are becoming almost like your own person. Like, you don't give a damn about what other people have to say about you. You are like strong. You are somebody who, if somebody has something to say to you, you're just like, I have too many things to do. I have too much going on in my life right now to care what you have to say about me. And that is making you attractive. That is making you look like you're strong. Even though internally you may also feel still like you're a little bit sensitive, you will always feel that way, but you are actually externally seeming like you're very strong and like you're very talented, and like people just want to be around you because of your nurturing energy. You're somebody who feels like they can handle things, like they can handle an emotion, they can handle a difficult person, they can handle a task, a busy day ahead, they can do all of that. And that is creating a lot of attraction around you, collective. People want to be next to you. People want to talk to you. People want to invite you out. People want to grab a coffee with you. You might start feeling like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't even have time to hang out with all of these people. From how many people are actually, getting in touch with you. I see even like old friends, people that you haven't spoken in a while, people from your childhood, even from your high school, are starting to reach out in the next 48 hours. Let's see. Why did this happen? Why did my collective get this sudden shift in energy, it wasn't sudden, actually. It's a part of a bigger cycle that's going on. It's a part of the natural cycles, ins and outs of your life. But there's a reason. Okay, the Fool and the Eight of Cups. The Fool really wanted to come out here because it actually fell out with a bunch of other cards, but I tucked it back in the deck so I can reshuffle. When that happens, I usually do that because it's too unclear when a lot of cards come out, and I usually only pull out the cards that, like, if one or two come out of the deck while I'm shuffling. However, the Fool came back in. It came back through. The Fool and the Eight of Cups. So what I see with the Fool is that you started a new journey. You almost started a new journey, and what I'm hearing is like a self-development journey. You have gone to a point where you have started a new journey for yourself in terms of growing, in terms of actually questioning yourself of a lot of things, a lot of patterns, a lot of things that keep coming up again and again in your life. And because you've gotten a little bit sick of that, now you have decided to go in a journey and go after answers. You want to know why, and that is what's making you so attractive to other people. It's because you're starting to understand yourself in your journey at a deeper level. You're starting to leave behind what doesn't serve you, people, emotions mostly. What I'm seeing here with the Eight of Cups is emotions. You have been stuck in some sort of emotional loop for so long, like whether feeling down on yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, feeling unhappy, feeling some sort of very heavy emotion towards another person, you have now gotten to a point where you're like so sick of holding that you have left all of that behind. You have chosen yourself in a way. You've chosen yourself, you've chosen your well-being, because you can no longer do this. You can no longer be there for everybody else but yourself. And contradictorily so, that is creating an attraction towards you when it comes to other people. And this is going to be something very fast with the Eight of Wands here as well. This is going to be something very fast. Bottom of the deck, we did not expect this energy. Is that it's going to be very fast. I'm seeing like within the next week, you're going to start seeing really big changes when it comes to your relationships with other people. You're no longer going to be that person who is, having lunch alone, having dinner alone, not hanging out with anyone, not getting any invites. You're going to shift into this person who is just always, on the radar of somebody. Whether it is friends or romantic partnerships, people may start feeling more attracted towards you. Well, let's see. What I see though is that you're not really interested in those things. With the Eight of Cups here, the Eight of Cups talks about, leaving behind things that don't serve us, choosing yourself, yes, but also keeping a certain part of the journey that is important to you and going with it. And with this card here, is what I'm hearing is that you're interested in your own journey right now. You're kind of inward focused. You're not inward focused. You're more like you want to choose yourself first. So if somebody's plans get in the way of your spa day or spa night, you're not going to choose them over that, right? You're going to choose taking care of yourself first. Well, let's see, what else do we have about this collective? Flowers may be significant. You may receive flowers. You may, stumble upon a garden full of flowers. Red is significant. Also, you may be wearing red. Somebody that is a part of this, flood of messages that are coming your way from other people, maybe also wearing red. Let's see. Do we have any more messages, Spirit? Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Okay, you may have been, for a very long time, that people pleaser personality. The personality that, is just there to appease the situation, to help others, to make them feel comfortable, to give them what they want, even though that's not exactly what they need right now. To just make other people feel happy and like make everything chill, make everything right. This was your personality all the way until now. But something has shifted, something has changed, and this self-development journey that you were on has made you realize that that kind of behavior, that kind of personality is nothing but a way of keeping yourself safe. You have been in this people-pleasing personality mainly because you feel like that's something unconscious. It's not some process that you have, thought out and actually executed consciously. Subconsciously, being a people pleaser keeps you safe from other people who are dangerous, unpredictable, or people who you're not really familiar with. If you've had in your childhood parents or family members who are unpredictable, meaning they would, you would do something and they would react differently according to the day and the situation that they're in. So there is not really a clear line between what you're doing and their reaction to it. That makes them unpredictable. You may have created this pattern of being a people pleaser subconsciously. And so every time you meet somebody new, in order to keep yourself safe, in order to make yourself almost like immune to being hurt by those people, or being being the one that they explode onto in some sort of unpredictable way, that force of people pleasing has kept you attracting people in your life that are low-key the representation of the thing that you don't want, right? And you have come to a point where you realize that those people that you have in your life, I'm seeing specifically somebody that is very close to you, that they're not exactly what you want, what you value, and what you admire, most importantly. What you admire. That person that is very close to you, that you're starting to realize your relationship is built upon people pleasing, right? You are starting to not admire them anymore, to not look up to them anymore. And that's what's making you wake up to the fact that you have built so many relationships and that you continue to attract people around you that are based on people pleasing. They're based on you trying to make the other person comfortable. When they experience an uncomfortable emotion, when they feel something that a normal adult with a normal mental process would be able to sit with, process, and overcome, you are attracting people who are not able to do that for themselves. And so the only other solution is for them to relate with people like you, who will offer them all of the answers and who will make it look all nice and pretty and tidy and on the surface level, so they don't, freak out. And now you're ready to free yourself from that. And you're at a state where you're realizing this for yourself. You're realizing, look at this person, and then this person, and also that one. I just keep trying to appease everything, and then in the end, I'm not okay. You guys, the lights came out. This is a huge, huge sign. You're not okay. With the Ace of Wands here, and this lights, switching off randomly on me, what I'm seeing is that you're almost like you're dimming down. You're feeling energetically exhausted. You're feeling like you can no longer just carry basic tasks during your day because you are spending so much energy feeding other people. Either that, or you've gotten to a point where you are experiencing an illness or some sort of energetic decline in your system that is making it impossible for you to sustain other people's emotions and carry them for them. And you have gotten to this point where you cannot carry other people anymore. And that's why you choose to let go. And that's when it starts becoming very clear to you which people you have based your relationship upon people pleasing. And what I have to say also about people pleasing is people pleasing is spiritually, from a spiritual perspective, it is something that the darker forces of the world create for you to keep you stuck, to keep you in fear, and to keep you in some kind of a reality that is not the reality is supposed and meant for you. It is basically the furthest away from your higher love infused reality, right? Your higher self would live in a very, high frequency with a lot of love and all of that. But the darker forces of the world use or provide you or make you feel like you need to go towards appeasing other people in order to keep you in this other reality that is not your higher self reality and your closest to God kind of reality and state of being. Okay? And so what I'm also seeing is that because you've gotten also closer and spiritually more enlightened and closer to the divine, to God, whatever you want to call it, you are starting to also realize what kind of things that you're doing in your life that are a part of the darker forces. And people pleasing is definitely one of them. It is definitely a defense mechanism, but it is a defense mechanism that is fueled or rooted in self-doubt and the darker forces spiritually. Okay, you guys, so in the next 48 hours, you're realizing a lot and you're having all of these messages incoming. And I want to see who's going to message you. We have the King of Swords. What are the people who are going to message you for? Who are they? King of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Okay. This can be somebody whom you look up to. This can be somebody is messaging in the next 48 hours. That is somebody whom you have this sort of relationship of admiration, where you may also have felt like you need to people please them, right? And with the Seven of Swords as well, this is somebody who has betrayed you, kept things hidden from you, or lied to you. And you have found out about it. With the Seven of Swords, you have seen it, right? You have seen proof of it. This is interesting. Okay, the Three of Swords. I was not expecting this also. This took a turn. Okay. This is somebody who has broken your heart. This can be a past relationship or a past lover energy that I'm seeing here. Somebody who betrayed you, somebody who lied to you, can be also texting you in the next 48 hours. And this is all a part of Spirit's plan, and it's all a part of what is going on as a result of you growing and evolving and changing. But it is not necessarily something that you need to respond to. Okay, you're not advised to respond to these messages of somebody who's hurt you in the past, but you may feel or you may get those text messages. Okay. And the Six of Swords came out reversed. There is somebody in the picture, so it came out like this. There's somebody in the picture, whether it is you or the other person texting you, that has not moved on. They have not moved on. And I feel like it's not you, because you have moved on. You have been on a journey. You have chosen yourself. But this person that is texting you that I'm seeing here, this suddenly turned into a love message, you guys. I'm sorry. But this person that is texting you has not moved on. And now that they see that you are, on this journey, and that everybody wants to be around you, you've changed so much, and that you are this spiritually more enlightened person on their own self, development journey, now they suddenly want to be a part of that as well. Okay? And that they haven't moved on. Why haven't they moved on? They feel like were the one meant for you with the Two of Cups here. I felt like that they were the ones who were meant for you and that you were supposed to be together. But you feel that way about them. I don't think you do. But let's see what the Spirit has to tell me. Oh yeah, the Ten of Swords. You have felt betrayed by them. And you have felt like you got the worst. Like the worst of the worst of somebody. Like, you know when you meet someone and you, like they kind of offer you the worst version of themselves. Like that's what they have offered you. And so you're not interested in them. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot to expect in the next 48 hours, you guys. Let's see any last advice for you, just so we can close out the reading. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, any last advice? We have 10 of Pentacles. I always see with the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. I always see with the 10 of Pentacles, for me, is the energetic of family, of being with your family and being in an abundance situation when it comes to your family. And your last advice here, and also with the 3 of Wands, your advice here is to reconnect with somebody who is a family member, somebody who's a part of your close family, but who has either moved, lives abroad, or is thinking of moving, right? Instead of in the next 48 hours engaging with this relationship that, you know, it's looking kind of toxic, that is coming back, try to engage with a family member, with somebody who is, you know, maybe lives abroad, and reply to their message instead. And yeah, you guys, appreciate all of the love, all of the attention, all of the, you know, if you, like what I'm seeing here is like celebrating you. So I don't know if it's your birthday or if you're graduating or if there's some kind of celebration that is going on. But appreciate that. Feel celebrated. Feel the love. Feel excited. And know that with that comes also some people from your past that may feel also attracted to this light that you're creating, to this new self that you're creating. But that doesn't mean that you need to apply to them. It does not mean just because somebody is, you know, reaching out, it doesn't mean that you need to reach back to them. And that you're advised to reach out to a person from your family that is living abroad. Well, thank you so much for watching, Collective. I hope this message was useful for you, and I hope you have amazing next 48 hours.